So Holley has always been known for fuel systems and fuel management, and last year we were here checking out their new EFI systems, and in fact we did an install on our 69 Firebird project with their Avenger system, which worked out really, really nice. You'll see that video on our website. But one of the other big directions for Holley has been the LS world, and Bill Tishner's here to talk about that a little bit. You guys are like LS insane.
Well, you know, LS engines are hot. They breathe really well. They're in junkyards. You can get great crate motors. Early small blocks are getting harder and harder to come by in junkyards. Of course, you can still get them as a crate motor, but you know, a lot of people are putting LS engines into everything you can imagine.
And you guys had the big party, the big LS Fest this past summer?
LS Fest worked out great. Like I said, you can put it in anything that you can imagine. We had Carmagillas there. We had a Geo Tractor there with an LS.
Oh man, that's scary.
Corvairs and everything up to late models and anything in between.
Wow. So, you know, now I guess the challenge is to make the LS as versatile as the original small block. Right. And I guess maybe that's where your new intake manifolds come in.
Yeah, our new intake manifolds are serving dual purposes. You know, some guys like a street rodder, they may not like the look of the low intake manifold that comes on an LS. So we've got tunnel rams that can bring the look of the engine up. We've got coil covers that you'll see that can hide the coils, so it looks like a big block Chevy. Then that tunnel ram I mentioned is also perfect for drag racing too.
So which configuration are we looking at here? I see some covers and a snorkel and a throttle body.
This is the covers that I mentioned, and then this is a high-rise single-plane intake manifold with the EFI top. Allows a single throttle body, 1 by 92 millimeter or 1 by 102 millimeter. Wow. And then if you'll notice, this top will remove.
Yeah, it's modular.
It's modular, and we have tops that allow you to put two 4150 carburetors or 4150 EFI throttle bodies, two 4500 Dominator tops. We've got a blank top, so you can put whatever you want on it, whatever your imagination leads you to on that one.
Right on, and that's a smart move because I'm imagining the base is the same.
Base is the same.
So it's a lesser manufacturing cost.
Right.
So that means hopefully a lesser retail cost.
Right.
And then what cylinder head configuration do you make these for?
The single plane high rise is for the LS3 and L92.
Okay. And what about the LS1 and 6? What do we got for those
have
guys?
a dual plane. 2x4 intake manifold that we're showing here today.
Cool.
And it's dual plane 2x4 for carburetors or EFI 4150 throttle bodies. So it's more of a street type piece, 1500 to 7000 RPM, where the single plane is good up to, you know, the peak power band is 7,000 to 8,000 RPM. Wow. Is the optimum power band for that. And of course the single plane, once you put EFI on it, that tames it down for a street rod, like I said earlier, if you want a cool look.
Well, and of course that kind of gets into your EFI systems that, you know, will help with fuel management and everything else. So now with these parts, you can truly do the top half without anything OE, right?
Right. Yeah. We even have our EFI systems. We have LS specific harnesses, and pick the part number out, get the ECU that comes that's ready for the LS, and the harness that comes with it, and you're ready to plug and play with our intakes.
Right on. Very cool stuff. Now, you mentioned before that people are putting LS, Gen 3, Gen 4 motors in pretty much everything. And I know there have been some hooker part number plates in the past, but it looks like a whole new line of motor mount plates to do a swap. What are we looking at?
Well, we expanded that. We only had the one plate initially that was good for the stock transmission location. But what we found is that who knows what these are going to go in, and the back of an LS engine sits flush up with the bell housing, where an early small block Chevy had that little flange that tipped it back. So, you know, people are having trouble, you know, getting too close to the firewall on certain vehicles, and so we've come up with plates that allow you to move the engine forward a ½ inch, forward 1.25 inches, forward 3 inches even, and even some that are an inch, ½ inch up. You can see these when you look in an engine compartment, and really anymore, you know, people really get down and study how this guy put this LS into his car. They look at these engine plates more than you would think.
Okay, so the magic combination is where the engine lands and then the exhaust. And I'm seeing some headers here. You guys have tremendous line of different headers. Where are we going with swap stuff with LS?
Right now we have first gen Camaro, we have early Chevelles and even 55 to 57 Chevys.
Okay.
So, and then we'll just kind of keep expanding that. And we also have oil pans because the stock LS pan in most cases won't fit, your cross member in your muscle cars. So we've got a cast aluminum oil pan as well.
Now, is that your design for the pan?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow, right on. I mean, a tremendous investment in LS stuff.
Well, we've got, Holley's been known for early small block Chevy parts forever. We've got that kind of covered, and we don't really have anything else that we can build for those. If you need parts for that, come see us. But, we've got to keep up with, what people are doing, and we're just making new parts for LA.
All right, man, well, it's all cool stuff. And I noticed this past year you guys also have a whole new website that launched.
Yeah,
all these parts going to be there?
Yep, they're there. For now, they're on PDF files because they won't be available, most of them, until January of 2011. So all the new literature that we did are up there on PDFs, and now we just need to load each of the part numbers.
Excellent. Well, keep it up, man. These kind of parts make the world go round. I mean, they save a lot of headaches and people making stuff that doesn't fit and everything else. And I mean, trust me, we've been there. So.
That's what we're here to do. Less fabrication is better, right?
That's right. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks a lot, Kevin.